going to read a poem now written by Airman First Class Joshua Wilkes. When I dress in the morning, I try to remember I wear the uniform of a military that protects the greatest symbol of democracy and freedom in the world, but sometimes I forget. I also try to remember people who dress as I do every morning, the ones who have dressed this way so many days before me, and those who will follow me, but sometimes I forget. I try to keep in mind just one of the fallen heroes who wore this very same uniform, the ones who lost their lives in it, and the ones who still wear it as they lie in their final resting places in a national cemetery, but sometimes I forget. Every morning when I go to work, I try to remember to say good morning to my coworkers, military and civilian. I try to remember these people protect my freedom as I work beside them each day, but sometimes I forget. I try to remember that my job is the greatest in the world, but sometimes I forget. I try to remember that although this uniform may be a little too warm in the summer and just not warm enough in the winter, thousands of my comrades remain missing in action, and others were in prison for years on foreign soil, suffering torture and abuse inconceivable to humanity. All this while wearing this uniform, but sometimes I forget. During the day, when I think of all the other things I would rather be doing with my life, I try to remember the role I take part in while wearing this uniform. I try to remember this world is still a dangerous place, and we must work extremely hard to safeguard the freedom we take for granted, so our children we know will have the freedom we have always known. But sometimes I forget. I try to remember as I pledge my allegiance to Old Glory, this all-inspiring symbol of freedom and democracy, that others entrust my comrades and me with her safekeeping. But sometimes I forget. At bedtime, as I kneel in prayer before God, I try to remember the hundreds of thousands of families who lost their loved ones in the defense of this great land. But sometimes I forget. I try to remember that I would die for this country, but I would much rather live for it. But sometimes I forget. Yet at times like this, when I remember to take these things into account, there's no way I can explain the pride I feel and the honor I embrace while wearing this uniform and serving this country. And when I leave this world, my spirit will echo words known to me since childhood. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh no. I rip one shot for my lost one. Oh no.
Oh, wow.
I rip one shot for my lost one.
Oh no.
I rip one shot for my lost one.
This song goes out to our lost ones, families and friends, women and men. This song goes out to our lost ones, our families and friends, the women and men.
So close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
Reminisce for those who died.
Reminisce for those who died.
A moment of silence worldwide.
Close your eyes.
Reminisce for those who died.
Reminisce for those who died.
A moment of silence worldwide. September 11th, a cold day in hell. I watch the towers crumble to the ground. God bless the souls who died for no reason. The country's in a state of stress, the season of treason. I remember chilling in my room. Atmosphere was gloom. Praying for the men and women leaving to their doom. Firefighters everywhere, smoke none could bear. A time of despair, retribution in the air. In God we trust, but in this situation, do we fight or do we bust? An eye for an eye, or a thrust for a thrust. Once into the tower, now it crumbled to the dust. The world is going nuts, yo, I think about the blood, I think about the crime, I think about the tears, and I think about the dying. Damage on another level, hate in their minds. And Taliban rebels just crossed over the line. They blew into an economic temple. I wish it never happened, but it really ain't that simple. It ain't show no pity. Kamikazes raining down hard on New York City. Situation ain't that pretty. The audacity at its maximum capacity. It takes a twisted mind to commit such an atrocity and take a plane at its terminal velocity, smack into a building, cause it's really happened possibly. Evil that men do, convoluted minds, so much good that they can do, yet they're all blind, so it's time for us to plot a new course. Some people say chill, but I should strike with full force, cause there's a season for everything. That's how I feel, so Al-Qaeda, I guess we show you what the deal for my lost ones who was robbed of your life. Bin Laden came to take you like a thief in the night. He took away your peace and it sudden strike. You live by the sword, so you die by the knife. You're in a better place, we're better people. No longer do you have to deal with ignorance and evil. For my lost ones, I hope you're singing along, and for your pain,
I write the song.
I write this song. And for your pain, I write this song.
This song goes out to our lost ones, the families and friends, the women and men. This song goes out to our lost ones, our families and friends, the women and men.
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
Reminisce for those who died.
Reminisce for those who died.
A moment of silence will rise. Close your eyes.
Close your
And
eyes.
reminisce for those who died.
Reminisce for those who died.
A moment of silence will rise.
God rest his soul. So Father, it was cold by a tragedy so bold. Yo, we need to be consoled cause it's sinister.
The ways they administer
Evil to a new plane, beyond shame. It's the sadness that we render. The chaos in September for our lost ones.
we remember.
Man to the heavens, fear 9/11. Left us from this world, but we soon see y'all in heaven. Pain, sorrow, the anger we swallow, the hate we face in a mournful tomorrow. The a mournful to me, soulful hate we face full of lives.
What a waste.
And now I think and gaze and I look to the sky. I see no burning towers, but still I give a sigh. The not counting hours for the people he demise. Advanced world powers, cause we all will survive. So hide in your cave and search for his fate and dig yourself a grave, cause you soon will be faced with a new world order. So trust in our Father. Lives will be harder, but we will grow stronger and we will grow older. Cherish life and hold us, cause our world has changed. Let our hearts will sing again, cause we are all his children and we are all the same. Victims of this game, though I don't know your name, I feel your pain. When push comes to shove, I put my trust up above. Love and peace. Peace and love.
This song goes out to our lost ones, families and friends, the women and men. This song goes out to our lost ones, families and friends, the women and men. This song.
One shot for my lost ones.
One shot for my last one.
Wow.